Okay, so I've put my walls in, and so now I'm going to go back up here underneath my architecture tab and say if I'm done with walls, I'm going to go to doors. The doors, a window, as a component have a patterned behavior that you can do to learn how to put these things in. So the first thing to do, I'm going to click door, and automatically you're going to see that my properties menu is here, and I've got a door on here which is single flush 36 by 84. I'm going to drop down that menu and find that I've got several different sizes in here. Well, the doors in my room are 36 by 80, so I'm going to click 36 by 80. As soon as that pops up there, I know that it's there, and now I can place that door wherever I want it to be within this room, or where as I want to design it, or however. Now, the single flush door is probably the cheapest door available, and if I'm building a house, I probably don't want that as my front door. I want something a little bit fancier. So one of the things that I can do is I can go over here where it says Modify and Place Door, and right underneath there it says Load Family. You can see that in this particular property menu, I've only got one door loaded. So in Revit, I can always load a lot more doors. I can load a lot more windows, I can load a lot more furniture, and I go to this thing called Load Family. I'm going to open up Load Family nice and wide so you can see these are all the different things that I can add on here. Because I'm in the door menu, I can only place a door. So I'm going to go down to door and click on door. I'm going to click on this one, and you can see a nice picture of all of these doors that I can use, that I can load into my properties menu. My favorite door is my single raised panel with side lights. I like that to be my front door, so I'm going to say click open, and once I click open, watch over here. It's now loading under my properties. I can click here, and I can choose whatever size that I want on here. 36 by 84. This is my front door, so I'm going to place my front door right here. Now you'll notice when I place my door that I have an option on these arrows. If I want the door to come into the house, I can click on that one. If I want the door to open on the opposite side, I can do that one. So there's my front door. I do this with all of my doors so that I can just have whatever doors that I want in there. So I'm going to go 36 by 80, and I'm going to have, actually, I think I'd like to load a family. And I'd like in my doors to find a, I'm looking for a door that I could use to open up, like, what do you call, like those French doors, so I can open up to my backyard. I forgot what those were called. There we go. I'm going to go double glass 2, open. It's going to pop up over here. 72 by 78. Let's see how big those can get. I'm going to go 72 by 84. I think it's going to be a little bit too big, but that's okay. I'm going to put it here, and I want it opening to the inside. There's my back doors. All right, so that's how I place my doors. Next, I'm going to go back to my architecture tab. My doors are all placed, so I'm going to go back to my architecture tab and go into windows. So for I've got one window, and fixed means I can't open it. And if I click down here, I can see all these different sizes again. So I'm going to need to do the same thing. I'm going to go to Load Family. Only this time, since I'm in the Windows tab, I have to go down to Windows. And I want arch tops. No, casement. Casement is the ones that I can open up. Double hung with trim are also the ones that I can push up. So I'm going to do a double hung with trim. It's going to load up in here. And I want it kind of big. And now I'm going to throw in some windows. There's my double hung with trim here. I want 2 of these windows on either side of my door. Then I'm just going to place them exactly opposite or close to opposite of what they were before. Good. And I've got all my windows in. Go back to my architecture tab. My windows are in. Now the next thing, so those are that's how I place in my doors and windows, and that's how I also use my